How great was that? Joining us now with reaction, he is the Speaker of the House. He was standing for a big part of the night behind the President. Mike Johnson is with us. America's back. America's golden age is here. The American dream is unstoppable. Pretty amazing night. I would argue probably Donald Trump's best speech.
I loved it, Sean. It was not a speech for the mainstream media. It was a speech for the American people. And I'm sure it was received as well at home as it was there by the Republicans and the audience up in the gallery. It was really shameful what the Democrats did. I mean, they really, it was quite a spectacle. They brought shame on themselves and their party. But the American people are following what the president is delivering, and they are appreciating it. And we certainly did tonight in the chamber.
Mr. Speaker, the Democrats sat down the entire night. They could not even stand for that young man. They could not stand for Laken Riley's family. They could not stand for Jocelyn Nungary's mother. They couldn't stand for anybody. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime or Social Security. Do they stand for anything?
No, not even the terrorists that we've apprehended now that masterminded the disaster at Abbey-gate. It was really quite a spectacle. You know, and if they're going to use a 77-year-old heckling congressman as the face of their resistance, then bring it on. But we're not going to tolerate that on the House floor. And I don't think the American people are going to tolerate that either.
Mr. Speaker, you're the Speaker of the House. What happens to somebody like Al Green when he pulls off a stunt like that?
Well, we escorted him off the floor. He couldn't behave himself. It's quite shameful. It brought shame on, I'm sure his constituents are not proud of that tonight. But I suspect that there'll be a censure resolution brought on the floor to discipline him. We have to do that inside the House. We have to maintain decorum. Yeah.
Yeah. The President laid out, too, a vision for the country. He not only talked about all the things that he did, you know, getting out of the WHO, the Paris Accords, the UN Human Rights Council, et cetera, getting rid of the EV mandate, you know, but he also, free speech is back, woke is dead in America, end of DEI, CRT, DOGE. He spent a lot of time on the waste, fraud, corruption, abuse, and he went on and on and on about balancing the federal budget, passing tax cuts and reciprocal tariffs, the Laken Riley Act, protecting police officers. I mean, that's just off the top of my head about, you know, what is shock and awe, I think, to this city where I am tonight. What's your reaction? And juxtapose it to where the Democrats are.
Well, you know, the thing to remember is that all of that was accomplished in less than 50 days. I mean, imagine that. He's accomplished more in this short period of time than most presidents do in a 4-year term. And as he said tonight, he's just getting started. We cannot wait to codify this. The House and the Senate will be working in lockstep with him in unified government. The Republicans have a mandate from the American people, and President Trump is using it. You know, the Democrats don't have a leader. They don't have a vision. They don't have a platform they can run on. So all they can do is this, you know, make it a spectacle on the House floor. But we're going to govern, Sean, and we're going to move the ball forward for the American people. And it is going to be a new golden age for America. And President Trump is leading it. And we are so excited to be a part of it.
Oh, I think it was a big night for the Republican Party. Will you have the votes to get this economic plan passed quickly? Which I would argue, you know, anytime you're going to have an economic recovery, you need a little time for that recovery. Will that happen? And when do you think you can complete that in conjunction, obviously, with the Senate, which has kind of, you know, more difficult rules and a process when you use reconciliation?
Yeah, we've laid out a very aggressive schedule. We passed the budget resolution last Tuesday night. The Democrats and the media said it couldn't be done, but the Republicans in the House stuck together and got it done. That opens the door for the reconciliation process and the one big beautiful bill that the president keeps talking about and we keep insisting upon. Yeah. Sean, we put it on a very aggressive schedule. We will get that done if we stick by that schedule by the end of April. The president will sign it into law in early May, and that will be enough time for the American people to begin to feel the effects of that before the midterm election in 2026. So economic help and recovery is on the way, and all these other promises are as well. We're going to deliver for the American people.
All right, Speaker Mike Johnson, great to have you, and we'll be following that progress very closely. All right, joining us now on set, Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Senator, how are you?